We're at Film.ca Theaters, and we are sitting down with director Alexander Kaminer of Lift. We're so excited to have him here to hear about his wonderful film and to ask him a couple questions. Welcome, Alexander. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good, actually.
Good. We've got a beautiful day here today.
Yes.
Talking about a wonderful film.
I think I brought Los Angeles to
I
Oakville,
think you did.
right?
It's been so rainy, and now we've got some wonderful sun. So thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Good.
Now this film, we've got so many elements in it. We've got diversity elements. We've got a really common popular culture thing of ride sharing.
Yes.
I think everyone knows, or everyone takes some sort of ride sharing app.
Yep.
I mean, used to be cabs. Now it's this way easier function of getting around.
Yep.
Now, where did this idea come from to create this film?
Okay, so I guess we're not going to mention names of these ride-sharing apps, but we all know them,
Yes.
right? And the idea came from a simple fact that people want to connect with other people, and people want to open up and tell stories, and because I don't think we have especially in LA. I don't know about Canada. I think you guys are a little more open here, but in LA, there's a lot of people that are closed off, and the only time when they open up is when they take a ride, and because they do that in the comfort of the car, because they know that they're probably never going to see the driver again, so all these people share the most intimate details. I was one of them. So, and people want to take you for a drink, want to date you, want to marry you, you name it. It's like, sometimes it's like, whoa man, hold on a second. But anyway, well, my point is that it's the perfect opportunity to share stories, connect, and make friends, and so that's where it comes from. So basically using the technology to help us and not the other way around,
Yeah.
So
I mean, personally, when I take a ride-sharing app, I tend to ask questions like, "Oh, hey, where are you from?
Yeah.
Do you do this full time? Is it a busy night? What have you seen? What concerts are going on in the city?" And I think a lot of people do that. You know that you're just, yes, somebody's driving you to your destination, but also it's a human being sitting in there. Why not have a conversation?
Yeah, exactly.
It's better than just sitting there staring out the window.
Yeah. Or staring at your phone.
Or staring at your phone. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people are being more mindful of not just staring at their phone and just killing time, but 3D people around you.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't you converse with them?
Right.
Before this, we were having a chat about these car rides being as this like really cheap therapy almost,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah, that's another, I think, aspect of it that it's like when you go to dentist or you go to get your hair cut, you chat about the most intimate details in the way. I mean, dentist or haircut could get pretty pricey, right? But if you take a ride and you just start talking about these things, it is a therapy for $8-10.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's the idea came from that, and also the fact that it's so popular, and so everyone around the world will have an immediate connection to this movie because it's like, oh yeah, I took that ride, or oh, I met that guy, or oh yeah, I remember that story, or I was like, oh, my friend is just like that, or I was like, oh, I remember that girl, So we have almost like a built-in audience without having any stars in it, and so that came from sort of a business stance approach, and I think it works pretty well because we just chatted about this a minute ago, and I said Lyft could go basically viral. It could be like #Lyft goes to, I don't know, it could go to any country, any town, and
Such a worldwide phenomenon,
right. So that's what I'm trying to do. It could be a series on my dream, Netflix or HBO, because I think it's where it belongs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my idea is really to bring as many actors and industry professionals together, because this could be an ongoing project, and if I can employ, or if this project can employ as many people as possible, then that's my goal. You know, I originally wrote it for myself as for the lead because I'm an actor. You know, we all do that
Of
stuff.
course.
Yeah, and then I saw this guy who plays Misha. His name is Johann Stein. He couldn't be here today, but and I saw him and I said, well, that's the character. And I gave him the part, and I said, do you want to be the lead? He said, sure. So I kind of rewrote it a little bit for him, and kind of expanded on the part which you're gonna see, because I play his conscience, kind of Jiminy Cricket kind of character, and it kind of worked out even better, because you know, he just in that sense, I want everyone to be like that, so that when you help others, then the others help you, and I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Ripple effect,
you know?
right?
Yeah, put aside your ego, and which is the main theme of the film. It's putting your ego aside for a second and think about things, and basically by watching and listening to all these stories, all these people that go in and out of the car, Misha, the main character, is starting to change. Because if you really listen to somebody else's problems, your problems kind of disappear.
Right? Puts
Because
everything
it's all
in
here,
perspective.
it's all in your head, like, oh, I don't have enough money, or I want this, or I want a better car, or whatever. And then you listen to somebody's like real problems, and you go, I don't have problems. So it's perspective that I wanted to show in this movie, whether it's, we chatted before, whether it's different gender, which if someone has a disease, or
Exceptionality, accessibility,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
religious
yeah,
denominations,
yeah.
so many things for
yeah,
sure.
and I have a great actor. Her name is Lily D. Moore. She plays an actor with a Down syndrome, and she's so beautiful, and she talks about love. So I wanted to sort of do that, because there's not a better person than someone with a Down syndrome to tell you that, look, it's all about love, and like, look at me, right?
If that's not inspiring,
If it's
like,
not
I
inspiring,
don't know what it
then
is.
what else?
Yeah.
So, and I specifically wanted to have actors who are transgender. One of them in the movie is playing Two-Spirit, which is a Native American for transgender,
Okay.
which has been around for centuries. Very kind of like shaman-like character. And then I have, you know, different religious people in there. And, so I try to put as many diverse characters as possible in an hour and 40 minutes of this movie. And even that is not enough.
Yeah.
So I hope that people can see it and say, well, you know, this can go further than that. So that's basically, well, I can chat for hours, sorry.
No, that's great. I think the film covers so many different themes with diversity, and I think most importantly empathy, and keeping that
yes.
empathy with everyone that you encounter in your life, and just sprinkling that all around,
Yeah.
and creating a world of positivity and growth and love.
Yeah.
So thank you for your film. Thank you for being here today to support the Wilson Oakville Film Festival.
Of course.
I can't wait to see the reaction from the audience, and then we'll sit down with the Q&A after the film.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll
Can't wait
chat
for
some
that.
more.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah.